Ahead, favorite Christmas movies, unique barns in this part of Indiana, and the mystery of the Christmas tree ship on the bottom of Lake Michigan. The Redlow Show, next. Hi, I'm Charlie Adams.
I'm Candace Brown.
How are you today?
Great, Charlie. How are you?
Fine. I've got the Christmas spirit. How about you?
Yeah, it's starting. There's
It
lights
is.
up. We actually have them on our house already. This is weird for us. Very early. But kids are excited.
How long do they stay up at your house, the tree? Into January or?
The tree, like the day after Christmas, I'm ready to
Wow,
take it down. We've
okay.
never had lights outside like this.
Sure.
So I don't know.
Sure.
Hopefully they'll come down before March.
We go a week afterwards, January 1st, everything's down.
Yep.
Well, on this show, it is December. We thought we'd have some fun with traditions and movies. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
It's not one of what people consider classics. It's Elf.
Yo!
Because it's fun and it's ridiculous. But there's still a heart change and a good story in there. But it's fun. Yeah, that was our favorite. My sister and I still, in regular conversation, quote lines from that movie.
Well, we got a couple of Elf questions coming up.
Pressure.
I love Will Ferrell in it, and I'm glad they didn't do a sequel. You can't touch it. Mine is Something Against the Grain from 2000, Nicolas Cage, Téa Leoni, The Family Man, and he plays Jack, who dumps his college sweetheart, Kate, to go intern at a financial company in London, saying he'll come back to her. But no, he pursues a lavish lifestyle. Through a series of events, he's shown what his life would have been if he had married Kate and lived in a suburban home. I love The Family Man.
It's a great movie.
Great message.
I've not seen it in years, and I'm gonna have to watch it now that you brought it up.
We watch it every year. Well, what about traditions, Christmas, the Brown family?
We started off as a blended family,
Yes,
which
sure.
we kind of talked about, and so
Yes.
I don't, every year looks a little different, but we usually try to find a day to do the Christmas light,
Yes.
pop some popcorn, hot
Right.
cocoa, pajamas, load
Yes.
the kids up, and go for a drive. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
one thing that
Yeah.
I think we do consistently, and
Yeah.
usually on Christmas Eve, we sit down as a family and read from the Bible, the real Christmas story. I'm just trying to keep that, that concept with our kids.
Sure.
It's important to us, so.
We go to the Pulaski Christmas lights. We love doing that. There's a place in Stark County, Santa's Closet, Clauset, on East Toto Road. Open weekends. We go every year. And then we do the Christmas Eve service at Our Redeemer Lutheran Church in Knox. Pastor Gawura does that on the evening. So those are among ours.
Nice.
Which leads us to, we have some Christmas in the ever-popular Candace Q&A.
It's about Elf. I might have a chance.
It's in there. But right off the bat, Ben Stiller, the actor, recently turned 57. Do you have a favorite Ben Stiller movie?
The in-law movies.
Oh, Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents.
That's a popular one.
Yep.
I like him in Secret Life of Walter Mitty, as well as Meet the Parents. Well, what key role was Ben Stiller considered for at one time that went to someone else? Was it Marty McFly, Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox? Was it Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that Johnny Depp got? Was it Kevin McAllister in Home Alone that Macaulay Culkin got? Or was he considered for the role of Ryan Clemens in The Story of the Redlow Group? Which one did he lose out on?
Back to the Future?
It was Willy Wonka. He almost got that. Johnny Depp got it in the Tim Burton adaptation.
I love Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
was a great
he was
movie.
good for that one. Okay, let's talk White County drive-ins. Lakeshore Drive in Monticello opened as a single-screen drive-in theater in what year? 1949, 1961, or 1900?
1961.
1949. Yes.
Really? That's amazing.
And they are known for breadsticks like the Melody Drive-In in Stark County.
They're so good.
And Lakeshore, also, everybody raves about the cinnamon glazed almonds and the Nacho Supreme.
I think people go to the drive-in mostly for food.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
A lot of them, you can go get food and leave.
Oh,
You don't have to necessarily watch the movies. That's how big the food's become.
wow. That's crazy.
All right, we have a picture from Tom Jones, a photographer extraordinaire from Star City in Pulaski County, of the fire tower at Tippecanoe River State Park, where you recently hiked.
Yep.
It was built in 1937. How many steps to the top of the fire tower in Pulaski County? 84, 110, or 151?
151.
110.
We were there, and
Mm-hmm.
it was windy, and we started climbing it. And I don't know how many turns we got.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the trees around us do this, and I was like, you guys, let's go back down. And on our way out of that trail, a giant tree went down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh man.
But no, that I've never been to the top of that thing.
Next to Elf, your movie. Elf's four main food group in the movie Elf: candy, candy corn, syrup, and... I should have done multiple choice for this one, but I didn't.
'Cause I used to
Lots of sugar. So yeah, I know candy. I know you remember the first three: candy, candy cane, syrup, candy corn rather, syrup,
corn,
and lots
yeah.
of sugar. What toy was Buddy working on when he failed to meet quota? When he got all down, was it?
Etch-a-Sketch.
You got it. You don't even need multiple choice. Etch-a-Sketch.
Yep.
Then he left. Thereabout. Hey, we have a segment called Places to See. Now, you love to drive around and see barns, right?
I do. Old barns are amazing.
My wife Beth loves barns.
Did she do covered bridges too?
Oh gosh, yes. There's one in Marshall County at Centennial Park in Plymouth that we like. But places to see in White County, they call it the Stone Barn, and it's legendary. It's south of Monticello, north of White County Airport, built around 1900. Arthur McCain was the owner, used primarily for stabling horses on the farm then. A stonemason named William Hout used walnut timber and rocks all from that farm, and you're seeing pictures from different years. So it's kind of there now. And a lot of people are like, oh, I'd love to make it a winery or an event center or a restaurant.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a destination drive.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah. Well, it is Christmas season. We have the story today, the mystery of the Christmas tree ship of Lake Michigan. Are you intrigued by ships at the bottom of lakes?
I don't really think about it.
See,
Tim
I
would
am.
totally be into that.
I am.
Yeah.
Well, this story, we wanted to show you some pictures of this. 110 years ago, November 1912, Candace, Herman Schuneman, you see him there in the center. He was called Captain Santa in Chicago because he took Christmas trees from the Upper Peninsula of Lake Michigan to Chicago, and he always sold directly to folks there dockside at Clark Street Bridge. Affordable, 50 cents to $1, and he would give them away to the needy.
That.
Well, it was noon on a Sunday, November 22nd, 1912, Manistee, Michigan. 5,500 trees looked like a floating forest. There was like too many, but he had some financial issues. Other ships were not going out, and he decided to. So he departed. The 123-foot, three-masted schooner was 44 years old. 65-mile-per-hour wind gusts that day attacked the sails, ice-coated the rigging, sails and spars. That and the wet cargo made it dangerously low. As they made their way down the thumb of Wisconsin that afternoon, Herman ordered the flag to half-mast. It was distress. A surfman on watch in Kewanee, Wisconsin, spotted the schooner at 2:50. Minutes later, it disappeared. A powerboat was launched but found nothing. The Rouse Simmons and all 16 on board had gone to the bottom of Lake Michigan with thousands of trees. And we have some pictures of it as it's been seen in recent years by scuba divers. It was the next fishing season that fishermen's nets started getting fir trees. And they got Captain Herman's waterproof wallet was found in a net in 1924. And then a diver in 1971 found it 180 feet down near Two Rivers, Wisconsin, and the nameplate Rouse Simmons was there. So
Wow.
his wife, Barbara, and the daughters kept the tradition going of selling trees in Chicago for years. They weren't on the ship.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's amazing.
Well, before we wrap up, one question getting back to Christmas movies. This is the big question everybody wants answered. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No.
What?
No. There's nothing good about Die Hard, the movie, other than it was a Christmas party.
Well, that's it. So you just made the argument.
No.
Bruce Willis, John McClane, it's a Christmas party.
No.
And it happens during a Christmas party. Hans Gruber, he was Grinch. All right. Well, that wraps up this edition of the Redlow Show. I hope you all have a nice weekend here in this early part of December. We're going on a Travel by Bridget group trip down to Chris Kindle Market in Carmel this weekend.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, kind of a German feel.
Very cool.
Well, thank you as always for being a good sport.
Thanks, Jenny. And I appreciate your stories.
Thank you all for watching the Redlow Show. Be sure to give us some comments below, and we'll talk to you later this month here.
Bye.